Woo! You good? We are here at a spot very few people know about in Carmel Valley called Puke Hill. NFL legends such as Junior Seau, Steve Weatherford, John Carney would train on this hill right behind me in preparation for NFL training camp. Today in this video, we're going all in on Carmel Valley. We're gonna talk about the schools, the demographic, the recreation, and of course the real estate. But we're gonna snap to it right now. I'm Drew Ferris. I'm a licensed realtor here in San Diego for the last 6 years, but I cannot talk about Carmel Valley without mentioning my alma mater, San Diego Jewish Academy. I was honored to be put into the Athletic Hall of Fame back in 2019. It's a big part of who I am. It's a big part of my academic and athletic career. We just got a killer workout. Let's go check out Carmel Valley right now. So let's talk about schools here in Carmel Valley. When you think of schools in Carmel Valley, you have to think of the acronym STEAM. Science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. And I'll tell you what, all of these schools here have that. They have A+ ratings across the board according to niche.com. And if we just look on the map here, you can see A+ ratings all around, and it starts at elementary school, goes up to middle school, and even at the high schools, of course. So this is what makes Carmel Valley so desirable. There are so many people that want to get into this school district that they actually own a property, let's say outside of Carmel Valley, and they might end up renting in Carmel Valley. And even if they rent their home for less than what their mortgage is in Carmel Valley, they just take that difference and they go, okay, well, that's just the cost of sending my kid to school in Carmel Valley. So anyways, you can see the great ratings of the schools here. And so now let's dive into the demographics of Carmel Valley, the people that live here. Statistics of Carmel Valley. Population, almost 60,000 residents. It has been growing steadily since the conception of Carmel Valley, which is good to see. I'm not surprised, but if I'm going to scroll down here, let's look at some statistics about employment. You know, you could see here that about 66% or more of people work in private companies in the private sector compared to government workers and nonprofits. So people here are very well off. You can see the field that they work in, and if you scroll down into the households, a lot of these households are family households, which I'm not surprised to see compared to non-family households. About almost 77% of people are in a family household, right? So, you know, I thought there would be more households with children. It looks like it's more households without children, but don't let that mislead you. There are a lot of kids here in Carmel Valley, a lot of growing families. If you look at the median and average incomes in Carmel Valley, I mean, it's pretty high. I mean, it's about, you know, median household income is $166,000, and the average household income is almost $220,000. So people here, you know, they're affluent, they're well off, and again, it's not cheap to live in Carmel Valley. And so hopefully these statistics gives you an idea of the demographic here. And if you scroll down, you know, owner-occupied versus renter-occupied, I talked about, you know, that aspect in my La Jolla Shores video, whether it would be good to either own a full-time residence or a vacation home. But here, you know, owner-occupied is about 65%. So that's a good sign. You want, in my opinion, you want to live in a community where a majority of people are homeowners. It shows pride of home ownership. It shows people actually want to live there and make it their primary residence. And it shows, you know, people have really invested in that community. And then you scroll down here, you can look at education level. You know, I'm not surprised. You know, almost 75% of people either have a bachelor's degree or graduate degree. And, you know, the marital status, you can see going down here, most people are married, and there's a lot of family households here, as you can see previously. And then as far as public transportation goes, you know, guys, San Diego, I said this in my previous video on Encinitas, public transportation is not great overall in San Diego, so you're really going to use a car or you are going to walk. So there is good walkability in Carmel Valley. We're actually going to go hop in the car. We're going to go check out some recreation in some areas in Carmel Valley. There's a lot of really cool things to do outdoor living, so let's go do that now. We are here at One Paseo, the first stop on our recreation tour here in Carmel Valley. Built just about 4 years ago, sitting under 24 acres of land. It's a mixed use development. You have business offices here, you have residential places you can lease an apartment, and you can go to a retailer here. There's actually 96,000 square feet of retail space, and that just tells you there's so much here to do. You can get everything done here at One Paseo, and across the street at Del Mar Highlands, which we'll go to next, was actually built before One Paseo, and One Paseo was built to expand upon and meet the demand of the consumers here in Carmel Valley. It just shows you how much Carmel Valley has grown. This was a $1 billion project that was built 4 years ago, so they really invested, and you can see when we go through One Paseo and you can see these drone shots overhead, you can just see how amazing and how incredible One Paseo is. It's very new, it's very fresh. Let's go take a look. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of businesses here. You can do anything from get a workout in, to go shop at Lululemon, to have a sit-down dinner at North Italia or next Del Mar. And next, I'm actually going to take you to the butchery, which is a butcher shop right here at the end of One Paseo, where you can get fresh cut fish, fresh cut meat, make a charcuterie board if you're hosting and having family over and friends. Just a really cool environment. Let's go check that out. All right, so we made it here to the butchery. This is one of my favorite places in all of One Paseo, because you can go here, you get fresh cuts of meat, like I mentioned, fresh fish. We gotta use the other door, so let's go use the other door. But anyways, this place, cheese, wine, olives, meat, fish, all that good stuff. Let's go check it out. Alright, so you just saw one of my favorite shops, the butchery right here at One Paseo. Again, a really cool place to go. So even if you're just visiting and you want a local butcher shop, this is really awesome. But anyways, again, why One Paseo is so valuable, okay? You can actually park your Tesla and charge your EV right here, go spend a couple hours doing shopping, get a workout in, you know, take care of things and do your errands, and you go right back in your car and take off. So again, obviously the location of Carmel Valley, which we've talked about in this video consistently, is really valuable. But One Paseo, again, a lot of people come here actually from all over San Diego because it's so conveniently located, and it just has so many things that you can do, and so many shops and boutiques and restaurants and eateries and all that. So anyways, stay tuned. We're actually going to go over to the Del Mar Highlands next, and we're going to check that out. It's actually a bigger place, and it's really cool, a lot of fun stuff. So let's go. Go take a look at some of the areas here in the Highlands, and you can see for yourself exactly what is here. And then we're actually going to check out Skydeck, which was put in just a few years ago. Awesome food, awesome beer, awesome place to hang out. Let's go take a look. All right, so now you've seen a little bit of the Highlands, and there's not just things to satisfy that sweet tooth or go sit down and actually eat. It's so much more than that. We're here at the upstairs of the Highlands, and I'm gonna show you the thing that San Diego is truly known for. And what it's really known for, to be honest with you, is health and wellness. And people take care of themselves here. They're active, they're fit, they do things inside, they do things outside. There's Pilates, there's boxing, there's a gym, there's a fit club. You can do so many things, and not just for your physical health, but there's also things like, you know, you can go get a facial, you can go do, and you can go do, you know, cryotherapy, and you can go do some things to really, you know, help the soul. So, you know, here in San Diego, there's just so much that you can do for the physical, mind, body, spirit, and we really capture that here at the Highlands. And as the Highlands expanded, it's really met those needs for those consumers. So let's go take a look at that. All right, so finally we are here at Skydeck. They just put this in a few years ago. This is an awesome place to sit down, to have a beer, to take a load off, to get a good meal. And the environment here is just so fun. It's so friendly. Let's go take a look. All right, I don't know if you can hear me, but that is Skydeck. You can get awesome beers, it's an awesome atmosphere, you can go watch the game. But anyways, this is Skydeck. A lot of people come here to hang out, have a meal, get a beer, chill out. It's an awesome atmosphere. That concludes our recreation tour of the Highlands. Now I'm gonna go take you to our next stop. All right, next up on our recreation tour is Carmel Valley Community Center. We are here just directly across the street from One Paseo, directly across the street from the Highlands. And this is a place that you're really gonna wanna know about if you're making a move to Carmel Valley, and especially if you have kids. There's a little bit of everything for everyone here. You know, you can have soccer practice here, there's playgrounds here, there's pools, there's basketball courts, there's badminton, there's tennis, there's all sorts of things that you can do right here at the Carmel Valley Community Park. It was built back in 1999, so it's been around for quite some time, but this is pretty centrally located here in Carmel Valley, so you can actually drop your kids off while they have soccer practice, and you go right across the street and get shopping done at One Paseo or at the Highlands. So this is a very desirable community because of that. And there's also walking distance. There's actually some townhomes and some starter homes here in Carmel Valley for those growing families that, you know, can't quite get into a single family home yet, or, you know, maybe don't want to plant roots exactly in a single family home. You do have the dynamic real estate just walking distance from here. So this community park here is really, really awesome. It's really great, and you should really know about it if you're making a move here to Carmel Valley, especially if you have kids. This is where kids come to play. This is where pickup games happen. This is where tennis games, badminton. And you can actually schedule through the Carmel Valley Community Park. You can actually schedule times for the reserve courts and all that. So anyways, if you're making that move, like I said, to Carmel Valley, this is a place that you really need to know about. Okay, so we're here at the last stop of our recreation tour. We're here at the Bay Club here in Carmel Valley. We're just 6 minutes away from One Paseo and the Highlands where we just were. And the Bay Club was put in Carmel Valley to have all types of amenities, right? And the reason why they put the Bay Club here is because as we get into the real estate portion of this video, that these homes, they don't have big lots, they don't have, you know, the tennis courts and the basketball hoops and the pools and all that, lap pools and everything. So they built the Bay Club so that kids and adults and everyone in the community could come here and they could do all types of things, right? And they have everything here from after school programs to aquatics to basketball, childcare. They have business suites here, dining, cycling, family events, fitness center, group exercise, kids programs, kids camps. They have lounges, they have pickleball, they have fitness training, they have squash, tennis, and all that in between. And so the Bay Club really embodies, back to what I was mentioning previously in this video about health and wellness, is that people in San Diego truly care about their health and wellness and their well-being. And so that is something that I love about being in San Diego and being from San Diego, is that people, again, really care about being healthy, being fit with diet and exercise, and the Bay Club is a perfect example of that. So now let's hop in the car and check out some real estate. All right, thank you for sticking with us. We are here at our first home, 4258 Cordobas. It is a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, just over 2,200 square feet, coming in at a price per square foot of $827, which might seem outrageous to you if you're from Oklahoma or Texas or Florida or Louisiana. But you know, this home was built in 1987. It's got a lot size of just about 7,500 to 10,000 square feet, somewhere around there. As you can see in the photos here, it's you know, nice hardwood floors. It's decently updated. It has a nice yard, and this is actually on the lower end of Carmel Valley for home price. This is actually on the market. It's been on the market for right now about less than 2 weeks, but it's the lowest price single family home in all 92130. Right. So let's go over to 2 more places. We're gonna head over to the next one right now. All right, thanks for sticking with us again. Next up on the tour, 13335 Seagrove Street, just listed under 2.9 million, price per square foot about $645, and you're thinking to yourself, wow, that sounds like a deal compared to the last place we were at, but it's a tough sell because we're right on Del Mar Heights Road, so that's always a tough sell, especially in a kid-friendly neighborhood. It's really difficult to sell a home that's on a busy street. But let me tell you a little bit about Amador community that we're in right now. It's nestled right in Ashley Falls. And as you can see when you go through the neighborhood, as you can see, as I drove through, you can see how big these houses are, right? They're probably between, you know, anywhere from 3,600 to 5,000 square feet. And most of these homes are on small lots, right? So you think to yourself, big home on a small lot, why? And really the reason why is because they wanted to, you know, make room for growing families here in Carmel Valley, so they can send their kids to school and high school that are around the area because the schools are so good. But again, the lot sizes are so small, and that's why you see a lot of parks and recreation and you know, outdoor activity areas here in Carmel Valley in general. But the neighborhood here, it's quiet, it's quaint. Most of these homes were built, you know, in the late 90s, early 2000s. So they're newer builds relative to, you know, where we just were in some of the older parts of San Diego. So, you know, you can see around as I pan through, you can see just how grandiose these homes are. They're massive homes. So if you're looking for a home, maybe with its own private backyard or owned living space in the backyard, you know, Ashley Falls probably isn't the best place because, again, the homes are so big and the lot sizes are typically pretty small. So a lot of people who actually move here because they want to get into the school system, their kids grow up and now they're starting to realize that, hey, I don't need such a big house. You know, I want more of a private yard, and they ended up moving out of Ashley Falls, or maybe they're renting here and they ended up going to buy some other place in Carmel Valley. So, you know, that's just a little bit of the activity in the background of this neighborhood here. But let's go check out the last place, and I'll see you over there. So that was our last stop, and they're home, and I don't want to be filming in front of their house. It's a little weird, but and for privacy. So that place just listed under $3 million at a price per square foot of $764, which might seem a little high, but again, it's on par with Carmel Valley. somewhat. But these homes were built starting back in 2003 by Part D. These homes are probably between about 3,300 to 4,000 square feet, 4 to 5 bedroom, 4 to 5 bath. They claim to be on larger lots, but again, they're really not on that big of lots. Again, it's just big home on smaller lots. And you have to ask yourself, when you're making the move to Carmel Valley, is that something you're okay with? So if you're not from the area, or if you currently live in a big home on a smaller lot, is that something that you want to do? And if you actually go more west towards Torrey Pines High School that way, Santa Fe Summit is a community that has typically, 3,500 square foot homes on about 9,000 square foot lots. And they were built back in 1992. So before, that 2003, 2005 or early 2000s build, and they space the homes out a little bit more, and they have pools. Some of them have pools in the backyard, and they were built with more space in mind. And then as Carmel Valley continued to grow, and as it got bigger and bigger, the builders were like, how can we pack in more homes and more people in this community? And so again, back to the theme of, they just made bigger homes on smaller lots. So a lot of people actually that want to stay within Carmel Valley end up moving from places like Ashley Falls and Vista Santa Barbara, and want to get over to other parts of the older part of Carmel Valley, the older builds. But again, the older builds do have their downfalls as well, with more repairs and whatnot. So again, it's just a give and take. But comment below, let me know what you think about these homes, and whether or not, a bigger house on a smaller lot is more desirable, or a big house on a small lot is better. I mean, let me know what you think. I'm very curious. But anyways, I just want to thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below, like I said before, give me some feedback. And again, if you're making that move to San Diego, even within the next 9 to 90 days, text me, DM me, call me, email me. I'm here as a resource. Love to help you out. So anyways, until next time.